Talk, and we're going to be adding in more and more national things to the show when it's called for. So, our first segment out of the break here is about a poll done by the Washington Post and ABC News. And basically, what you're seeing here is read you the title. Most Americans support greater scrutiny of police as discrimination concerns persist. Post ABC poll finds. It's really pretty interesting. So let's take some look at the numbers. And listen, take our poll numbers with some degree with a grain of salt, but the numbers, the responses have stayed pretty consistent over time, as we'll talk about here. So put some faith in that. So 6 in 10 Americans believe the country should do more to hold police accountable for mistreatment of black citizens. Well, blacks, period. That's a high number. That's a really high number. You could argue, given the events of, God, the last week, if not the last month, if not the last year, you think that number might be higher. But you got to understand, 40-some% voted for Trump. So that means if you're getting 6 out of 10, you're getting some Trumpers in there. Probably a few stragglers in there. So I think that number is pretty amazing given the circumstances of the country right now and how jaded everyone is. Let's look at a few more numbers here. In 2014, 54% said they were confident police were trained adequately to avoid using excessive force. That was in 2014. 6 years later, in July of 2020, that was at 47% in the midst of the protests and unrest related to the murder of George Floyd. That dropped by 7 percentage points. Then, in April 2021, just within the last couple of weeks, that number has dropped to 44%. That is amazing. Those numbers are amazing. And hopefully that number can be carried over to make some real differences. And it doesn't mean just changing policy. It means reallocating funds that go to police for alternative responses. Let's get the police department out of responding to things they should not be responding to. All right, hold on. Got a few more numbers here for you. 33% say the country is doing too much to interfere in how police are doing their jobs. That's right, 33%, which is less than, by the way, the number of Trump gets in his, I think Trump's around 42%. So it's still some Trumpers think that the police aren't doing everything right, but at least a third of the country says we're doing too much to interfere with the police. Let them loose, let them kill people. Don't worry about it. How do you look at the killing? I think it's Dante, right? I'm sorry, I can't keep all the people they kill, all their names right in all the cities, right? In the suburbs of Minneapolis. How do you look at that? They stopped him, and we'll talk about it in a couple segments from now, but it was about an air freshener and a 27-year veteran, head of the police department, and I think involved in training, somehow mistakes her gun for a taser, and then you can still say cops are trained adequately. It's a third of the country. It's mind-boggling. 40% voted for Trump, so why should we be surprised by that number? Okay, let's turn real quick to Biden. 42% doing too little Biden is doing too little on police reform. 32% doing right amount, so about a third of the country. 15% doing too much. I'm not sure what Biden doing too much was, because I'm not sure what the hell he was doing before Neil Gorsuch, just within the last several days, announced 2 civil rights investigations, one into the Minneapolis Police Department, and I think today it broke. We'll be covering it in the coming days. Another civil rights investigation into the Louisville Police Department. If this is what's coming out of the Gorsuch Justice Department, 2 right away, back to back, that's encouraging. And I've been on the record, and I'll stay on the record. I'm for the civil rights investigations. I'm for consent decrees. But if we put all our apples in there, we're still going to be in the same place we are now, just slightly better 10 or 20 years from now. So I hope Biden starts listening to that 42% and starts doing more and not less. Not exactly sure what he could do other than either funding through the federal government or pushing for funding for alternative response systems. Sending more military gear to the police department is not going to do it.